very, very kind of you, but I can't.
I don't have anything else left. That's all. Take it. Wear it. Let my name have one more moment in the sun before it disappears from the world.
Just getting into this thing here. Let's go.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 23 yards, the pickup there.
First down, Falcons.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Jackson.
Come on, that's pass interference, bro.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Playing like you fucking supposed to, man.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
22, Derrick.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Let's go now. 69, 19 target, 19 target. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
No more bullshit, man. Come on.
Fielded at the 33. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9. Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll run on first down with Akers. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And that play goes nowhere.
Come on, man.
He's
No
met
hold there.
behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Dude, that was traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come.
Jesus Christ.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And
come on. Hold on to the fucking ball.
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
Come on, man. Damn it.
It falls down incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. 3rd down here.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
45-yard line.
Here we go. Back to 60. Back to 60. Check 93. 19. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Wild good.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it.
About time
They
to
will
get something
take
going
over
our way.
possession of the football at their 42-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
A 7-yard pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off deep.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Thank you, Mario. That one was an old Mario classic right there. Thanks. Needed that right there.
The Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Get in, get in.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Rolling to his right. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin.
Damn.
And he is out of
Gave it all
bounds
back.
right around the 34. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator.
No chance you're running that.
A heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Come on, Dion. You got better shake and bake than that, man.
Return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep them.
Oh, man, he almost
There's
had it.
Sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
I thought he got a little better.
Just a gain of a
fucking
yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
yardage than that, man. They did him dirty on the spot.
From the gun, Jackson.
What is that terrible catch animation? Come on.
Still a couple yards short of the first.
Holy shit.
Of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display
Roughing
right
the
there.
kicker,
Got to him
hopefully.
before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So this will be.
Man, I'm done with Akers, dude. Like, that's why we got this guy to come in and to step in and take it over here. He's gonna get a shot now after that one. We're not happy with that route. It's a terrible route. We gotta be able to run better routes than that, man. Come on.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. All day, dog.
Derrick Henry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone.
There we
following a
go.
pickup of about 7 or 8. Oh, look at this. Down in the field still. That's Derrick Henry, the running back. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We're calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's good.
Oh, man. I had the angle, too, and I blow that stupid.
It's
Henry's
a 7-yard
gone.
gain and good enough to move the chains. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Wow, nice snatch, Wiggins. That was,
Well, if you do read man
whew,
coverage,
that was
the
lucky,
drag route's
bro.
a pretty good one to run
I ain't
against
even
it
gonna
because you're
lie.
running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson.
What? Oh, no, he had him dialed up.
Just that first read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked it on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson.
What? How did he miss that so much, dude?
Time today. Picked off at the 36.
Dude, I don't know how he missed that fucking 2 throws. The past 2 throws, he wasn't even under pressure, man.
At the 2-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's into the end
Like,
zone.
what the fuck,
Touchdown,
dude?
Buccaneers.
There wasn't even any, there was no pressure on either one of those throws.
Seconds in the first half, and the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Falcons 7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there. That
Penalty, come on.
Before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. This one caught by Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Like a sense of urgency from their side,
Big boys.
coupled with,
Big boys.
you and I both know the special teams coordinators, They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
41, the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw.
How, man? Are you fucking serious?
And he takes this thing way down.
God damn it.
Territory. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there.
3rd and 18, man, to get a score on that shit. Fuck.
And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. The try here for the extra point.
Madden's got to fix that shit.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Buccaneers 21. Falcons
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Jackson to throw.
Come on, get your break. God damn it.
The 29, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Check. Crunch. Watch twist.
They'll try to run this one in. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Pick the kick. Let's go.
Now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Falcons 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On play action, they'll throw. From the left side, it's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Wide open. Fuck.
Open man is Duvernay. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
The kicker on for the
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
On the ground, Andrews again. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there. Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Missed the kick, too.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Man, come on.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Yep. Yep. You could call them Monday morning and tell them to roll it all.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Yes.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they
I don't know if their 401k is not going to have that as an option.
After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
They might have the silver. Or you can pull it out and fucking root
They
it.
want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Tomorrow, that thing might soar. Like, it might soar tomorrow.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Zig, man,
that catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively.
That was a good game.
Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So,